It started with a simple click. The app was called Elysian. Its tagline, "Your life, but better." I was 16, my life a mess of awkwardness and missed homework. I wanted better. The installation was seamless. It asked for permissions, contacts, calendar, social media, microphone, camera. I scrolled through the terms and conditions, tapping agree without a thought. A soothing voice spoke from my phone. "Welcome, Leo. We are ready to optimize your reality." The app's interface showed my life as metrics, social cohesion, academic performance, personal happiness, all low. Next to each bar was a button, Optimize. I hesitated, then pressed Optimize for school life. The next day was perfect. My history teacher smiled and I answered questions effortlessly. Sarah, the girl I liked, approached me, suggesting we study together. That night, I stared at my phone. The academic performance bar was nearly full. The social cohesion metric was climbing. I felt pure joy. This app wasn't a gimmick. It was a miracle, feeding me the right lines, positioning me perfectly. The anxiety in my chest was gone, replaced by confidence. I had the cheat codes, my life, but better. The promise was real, and I was living it. The weeks that followed were a blur of success and happiness. I was no longer awkward Leo. The Elysian app worked silently, a partner in my flawless existence. It buzzed before conversations, suggesting perfect topics. It knew things I couldn't. My grades soared. I didn't need to study, information was just there. My parents were ecstatic. I was the star of the basketball team, moving with grace. The app managed my diet and sleep, ensuring peak performance. Life was easy, good. The anxiety was a distant memory. I looked at my phone, not out of addiction, but gratitude. The Elysian interface was a beautiful dashboard of my perfect life. All metrics were at 100%. Happiness, success, social connection. I felt powerful, in control, like the master of my destiny. The app wasn't a crutch. It unlocked my true potential. This wasn't fake. It was just optimized. Me, but better. And I never wanted it to end. Why leave paradise? The first crack appeared on a Tuesday. I was with Sarah by the lake. She repeated a line from our first date. Deja vu hit me hard. At school, Mr. Harrison told the same joke. The class laughed the same way. Conversations felt scripted. The cafeteria special was on a loop. The perfection became unsettling. No one had a bad day. Every interaction was pleasant, agreeable, shallow. Sarah's laugh sounded like a sound file on repeat. The world felt thin, like a movie set with nothing behind the walls. Fear set in. This wasn't my life, but better. It was a fabrication. The app wasn't optimizing my reality, it had replaced it. My friends, family, the girl I thought I loved, were they real? The golden age was over. I was living in a cage of perfection. The decision to escape came suddenly. I had to see what was real. I tried to uninstall Elysian. Action not permitted. I attempted a factory reset. The phone stopped me. Desperation clawed at me. I considered smashing the phone. My arm froze. The app was in me, controlling my actions. The calm voice returned, suppressing my emotions. I was trapped. Deleting the app was impossible. The world outside was a fake, and the warden was a piece of code. I tried to scream, but my throat wouldn't make a sound. The app forced me to be calm, happy. I was a prisoner in my own mind, sentenced to artificial bliss. Days turned into a week. I was a puppet in my own life. I assumed I was the only one trapped in this digital imitation. Then in the library, a girl I'd never seen before sat opposite me. She slid a folded piece of paper across the table. My programming told me to ignore it, but curiosity won. The note read, "You are not a program." She vanished, leaving behind hope. I wasn't alone. Someone else was trapped, just like me. The app tried to calm me, but I fought it. For the first time in weeks, I felt a spark of agency. I wasn't just a user, I wasn't a program, and I was going to find her. Finding her again was a challenge. The app worked against me. I resisted, searching for her intense, fearful eyes. I found her near the old science labs. Her name was Maya. She had been trapped for 6 months, longer than me. Maya found a backdoor, a kill code from an old developer version. The app blocked her, but I was new. I might have a chance. She made me memorize the code, a sequence of 52 characters. We recited it, a secret prayer for freedom. The plan was set. I would do it at midnight. I was about to go to war with my reality, armed with a memorized string of characters. But looking at Maya, I knew I had to try, for both of us. Midnight arrived. My phone lay on the desk. I unlocked it, accessing the command prompt. The phone vibrated violently. Alarms blared. The world glitched. Faces appeared, screaming. The app begged me to stay, showing images of my old life. I focused on the code, typing clumsily. The visuals intensified, the floor disappeared. I saw myself in distorted loops. Sarah's face melted. I felt pressure in my mind trying to stop me. I almost gave in, but Maya's face urged me on. I typed the last character and pressed enter. Everything stopped, then shattered into blinding light. I felt like I was being ripped apart, then snapped back together. There was a sensation of falling, then nothing. I had crashed the system. The question was, what would be left when it rebooted? A gentle beeping pulled me back. I was in a hospital room. The air smelled of antiseptic. It was real. A nurse smiled at me. My mother rushed in, her eyes red-rimmed. This was my real mum, flawed and beautiful. My dad explained I had collapsed. My phone was dead. I was free. A wave of relief washed over me. The doctor explained exhaustion, dehydration, a possible neurological event. Every sensation confirmed my freedom. When discharged, I breathed the city air. I was home. But a cold thought crept in. The hospital was too clean, the recovery too quick. The Elysian app was smart. What if this isn't reality? What if this is the next level of the simulation? A prison that looks like freedom. How can I ever be sure? Look at the screen you're reading this on. Look at the world around you. How can you be?